Imagine two people who made almost the exact same decision in life. Both are 25 years old. Both chose one of the most powerful professions of the modern economy, software engineering. Both spend their days writing code, solving problems, and building digital systems that power companies, apps, and entire industries. But one of them started their career in the United States. The other started in China. At first glance, that might not seem like a huge difference. After all, talent is talent. Skill is skill, and code looks the same no matter where it is written. But once you begin looking at the numbers, income, taxes, living costs, and savings, a completely different picture begins to emerge. Because the country you start your career in can quietly shape your financial future in ways most people never fully realize. In this video, we're comparing two realistic early career profiles. A 25-year-old software engineer in Seattle, United States, and a 25-year-old software engineer in Shenzhen, China. Same age, same profession, a realistic lifestyle, and the same goal, building a career and financial stability. We will walk step by step through the entire financial journey, from income to taxes to monthly expenses and finally to savings. By the end, we will answer a simple but powerful question. If you had the same skills and the same job at age 25, which country would actually leave you in the stronger financial position? Let's begin where every financial story starts. Income. First, the base salary. For the Seattle software engineer, the base salary is $155,000 per year. For the Shenzhen software engineer, the base salary is $40,000 per year. Immediately, the difference is dramatic. A developer in Seattle is earning nearly 4 times more in base salary than a developer in Shenzhen. But base salary isn't the only source of income. Many engineers earn small additional income through freelance work or occasional side projects. In Seattle, this adds about $3,000 per year. In Shenzhen, side income averages around $200 per year. Then there is small investment income. In Seattle, investment returns add about $500 per year. In Shenzhen, they add about $300 per year. Neither profile assumes any other income sources, so when everything is combined, the total pre-tax income becomes Seattle, $158,500 per year. Shenzhen, $41,500 per year. At this stage, the Seattle engineer earns $117,000 more annually before taxes. But income alone doesn't determine financial reality. Next comes taxes. First, income tax. In Seattle, the engineer pays $26,800 per year in income tax. In Shenzhen, the engineer pays $2,700 per year. Then come mandatory social contributions. In the United States, Social Security contributions equal $9,800 per year. In China, pension and social insurance contributions equal about $7,300 per year. There is also Medicare in the United States, which adds another $2,300 per year. China in this model has no additional category in this bucket, so it remains $0. When we add all taxes together, the totals become Seattle total taxes, $38,900 per year. Shenzhen total taxes, $10,000 per year. So even though the American engineer earns much more, they also lose a much larger amount to taxes. After taxes, the monthly income becomes much clearer. In Seattle, the engineer's monthly net income after taxes is $9,965. In Shenzhen, the engineer's monthly net income after taxes is $2,626. Now we move into the biggest part of everyday financial life, monthly living expenses. First, housing. In Seattle, the total monthly housing cost is $2,311. In Shenzhen, the total housing cost is only $513 per month. This already shows how dramatically housing costs differ. Now, let's break that housing number down. For rent itself, Seattle rent is $1,965 per month. Shenzhen rent is $449 per month. Utilities come next. In Seattle, utilities cost $190 per month. In Shenzhen, utilities cost $43 per month. Internet service follows. In Seattle, home internet costs $83 per month. In Shenzhen, internet costs $12 per month. And finally, mobile phone plans. In Seattle, the mobile plan costs $73 per month. In Shenzhen, the mobile plan costs $8 per month. Altogether, these components create the housing totals we saw earlier. Seattle, $2,311 per month. Shenzhen, $513 per month. Next is food. The total monthly food spending in Seattle is $885. In Shenzhen, the total monthly food cost is $349. Now the breakdown. Groceries in Seattle cost $520 per month. Groceries in Shenzhen cost $270 per month. Eating out adds another $180 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, restaurant spending averages $36 per month. Coffee and drinks cost about $185 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, that number is $96 per month. Next comes transportation. Total transportation costs in Seattle equal $180 per month. In Shenzhen, transportation costs are only $33 per month. Public transportation in Seattle costs $100 per month. In Shenzhen, public transit costs $22 per month. Occasional fuel, parking, or car sharing costs $40 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, this category is $0 because a private car is not assumed. Taxi or ride-hailing costs $40 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, it averages $12 per month. Next comes healthcare. Total healthcare costs in Seattle equal $180 per month. In Shenzhen, healthcare spending averages $22 per month. Breaking that down further, in Seattle, the employee share of health insurance costs $120 per month. In Shenzhen, that number is $0 because the main healthcare contributions are already included in payroll deductions. Additional medical expenses in Seattle average $60 per month. In Shenzhen, medical spending averages $22 per month. Now let's look at personal lifestyle spending. In Seattle, total personal and lifestyle expenses equal $255 per month. In Shenzhen, the total is $102 per month. Clothing costs $90 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, clothing costs $26 per month. Personal care costs $45 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, personal care costs $17 per month. Haircuts and grooming average $30 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, they cost about $9 per month. Gym membership costs $90 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, gym membership costs $49 per month. Next is entertainment. In Seattle, total entertainment spending equals $240 per month. In Shenzhen, entertainment costs $75 per month. Leisure activities in Seattle cost $120 per month. In Shenzhen, leisure costs $32 per month. Travel spending in Seattle averages $120 per month. In Shenzhen, travel averages $43 per month. Next are subscriptions and digital services. In Seattle, the total subscription cost is $38 per month. In Shenzhen, subscriptions cost $22 per month. Software subscriptions cost $15 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, they cost $10 per month. Cloud services cost $3 per month in Seattle. They also cost $3 per month in Shenzhen. Online memberships such as streaming services cost $20 per month in Seattle. In Shenzhen, memberships cost $7 per month. Other subscriptions are $0 in Seattle and $2 per month in Shenzhen. When we add every category together, the total monthly living expenses become clear. Seattle total monthly expenses, $4,000, and Shenzhen total monthly expenses, $1,160. Now, we move to savings and investments. Emergency fund savings in Seattle equal $500 per month. In Shenzhen, emergency savings equal $270 per month. Retirement savings in Seattle equals $600 per month. In Shenzhen, retirement savings equals $72 per month. Stock and ETF investments in Seattle equal $300 per month. In Shenzhen, stock investments equal $101 per month. Crypto investments in Seattle equal $50 per month. In Shenzhen, crypto investments equal $14 per month. Real estate investment is $0 in both profiles. Other investments are also $0 for both. Total monthly savings therefore become Seattle, $1,450 per month. Shenzhen, $406 per month. Now we arrive at the final summary. In Seattle, the engineer's monthly net income after taxes is $9,965. Total monthly expenses equal $4,089. That leaves $5,876 per month in disposable income. From that, $1,450 per month goes into savings and investments. Over a full year, this becomes $17,400 in annual savings. Now look at Shenzhen. Monthly net income after taxes is $2,226. Monthly expenses total $1,260. That leaves $1,310 per month in disposable income. Monthly savings reach $406. Over 1 year, that becomes $4,872 in annual savings. Now step back and look at the full financial picture. Seattle salaries are dramatically higher. Seattle living costs are also dramatically higher. But even after accounting for those higher expenses, the financial gap remains large. Disposable income in Seattle, $5,176 per month. Disposable income in Shenzhen, $1,510 per month. Annual savings in Seattle, $1,400 annual savings in Shenzhen, $4,872, and this difference compounds over time. After 10 years, assuming similar savings patterns, the Seattle engineer could accumulate about $174,000 in savings. The Shenzhen engineer would accumulate about $48,720. That difference alone could shape someone's financial future. It could determine when they buy a home, when they begin serious investing, or whether they feel financially secure enough to take risks, like starting a company. But financial life is not just about numbers. Some people prefer lower daily living costs. Some prefer the career opportunities of global tech hubs. Some value family proximity, culture, and lifestyle. Seattle offers some of the highest software engineering salaries in the world. Shenzhen offers one of the fastest growing technology ecosystems on the planet. So now the real question becomes personal. If you had the same skills, the same profession, and you were 25 years old starting your career today, would you choose the higher income of the United States or the lower cost lifestyle of China? Where do you think you would build the better life? Let me know in the comments.